Hi, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope that you are doing well today. I want to talk about stop people pleasing, right? Stop trying to please people because when you try to please people, they are never happy. And this is more prevalent, I noticed, in women, right? We tend to try to be all things to everybody. And I notice with men, right? And I'm not trying to make this about the battle of the sexes. I'm just giving you an example. I notice with men, when they don't want to do something, they either say no or they flat out just don't do it. And I believe that we need to start adopting some of those principles as well. Because a lot of times we're putting so much on our shoulders, more than we can bear. We're setting ourselves up for failure, right? Because we're trying to please people, right? Why are we trying to do that? It could be because we're afraid of being rejected, or we're afraid of the person not talking to us. And I want to let you know, if they stop talking to you, let them go, because that means they weren't there for you to begin with. They were only there for the things that you can do, right? So when you start saying no and you start putting up boundaries, people will tend to manipulate you. They'll start saying that you're selfish. You don't care about people. They'll get on the phone and tell their little version of the story, but they never told the version of when you helped them 1,000 times before, but today you said no. If they make you the villain of the story, who cares? You have to adopt the so what and who cares mentality, because this is keeping a lot of us stuck doing things, making us sick, right? Making us stressed for no reason, trying to help people that would not even do the same thing for us. I noticed that some people, I did not say all, some people will ask you to do things for them that they would never do for you, right? And then they're expecting you to move mountains. They come up to you telling you they need you to do something at the last minute, all frantic, and now you gotta make a choice now, hurry up. Just because you failed to plan, that is not my problem. You need to go ask somebody else, because today I'm saying no. And you can get mad, you can try to go into your witchcraft mode, where it is that maybe you might see me on social media after you called me and you asked me to do something and I didn't answer. And you go, oh, well, look, they got time to be on social media, but they can't answer my calls. Yes, I do. And I will do what I want, right? Because I don't owe you an explanation. We don't have to answer our phones. We don't have to be on call like a nurse when we're really not, to help people. Sometimes the answer is no, and be okay with that, because when you're not okay with saying no from the beginning, you set yourself up, right? Because in the word of God, it says, let your yes be yes and your no be no. And anything else is from the evil one, meaning that now, because you didn't want to do it, you're looking for a way to get out of it. You're looking to lie, right? And you would never had to lie until if you had confronted the punk in your belly, right? That swirly feeling that we feel in the pit of our stomach when we need to confront something, but instead we pushed it back down so that we can appeal to be nice to somebody who don't have no heaven or hell to put me in. So I realized in this season of my life and moving forward, when I don't want to do something, it's just going to be a flat out no. And I'm not going to have to give you a reason why, because I don't have to give you a reason why. The answer is no. And they should move on and go ask somebody else. And again, if they stop speaking to you, oh well, because people are like, oh, I'm just not going to speak to them. I'm going to give them the silent treatment. I'm going to get on the phone and go talk about them. I don't care, right? Stop spreading yourself so thin and trying to please people that don't care about you. Because if they cared about you, they would see, she's tired, or I always ask her, let me ask somebody else. But no, they're so selfish. They're the selfish ones, right? Because they don't care how the task gets fulfilled as long as it's done. And I noticed that women who are kind, right, who are caring, who give their all when they do something, because that's how I am. I'm kind, I'm caring. I like to give my all when I do something because I'm a giver. My love language is to do acts of service to let you know I love you. But what I was starting to realize is that some people in my life, they was just flat out taking advantage of me. And I had to open my eyes and understand what's going on and realize I don't care if they talk about me, or if they say they don't like me anymore, or if they just whatever. It does not matter to me. That's one less person I have to worry about. So adopt the so what mentality. Stop trying to please people and please God, right? And again, you don't have to be doing anything to say no. You could be sitting in your bed with the TV off, looking at the wall, but that is your right. We have this this feeling that we have to do everything for everybody and be the mule for everybody, that needs to stop today, because it's a new day, it's a new dawn. I'm not allowing people to stress me out no longer. So this concludes today's video. I hope it was helpful. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.